No, the president, I still got to communicate, so we'll talk about it moving forward. But I appreciate it, guys. Yeah, the president, I've already talked. Obviously, the statement went out, but we need to talk with the president, and we're going to get on the same page and do what we need to do.
Do you want to change
DHS? When did you
make changes at DHS?
When did you find out, sir?
A little bit before you guys did.
Do you want the job? Any changes?
Senator, did you expect this?
Guys, I'll talk to y'all more. Let me go.
So that was Senator Mark Wayne Mullin, who is now just announced. This is live breaking news. He is going to be the new Secretary of Homeland Security, heading the Department of the DHS, as Kristi Noem is now out. I'm going to share with you a statement from President Trump. He just announced it. This is literally just about a few minutes ago, as well as some kind of drama, really, surrounding this announcement. Has a lot to do with, well, I'm going to answer what I think is the reason why Kristi Noem, who I thought was doing a really good job, to be honest with you, has to do with her hearing yesterday, as well as some things that President Trump was not happy about that I don't see anybody talking about. So I'm going to share that in just a second. I also have some more comments from Oklahoma Senator Mark Wayne Mullin, who says, quote, "It was humbling to be chosen as Trump's DHS secretary." But first, let's go to President Trump's announcement. Okay, so President Trump just announcing this a few moments ago. I'm pleased to announce that the highly respected United States Senator from the great state of Oklahoma, Mark Wayne Mullin, who will become the United States Secretary of Homeland Security, effective March 31st, 2026. So technically, that means that Kristi Noem will still be the DHS Secretary for the next 2 or 3 weeks. He goes on, the current Secretary, Kristi Noem, who has served us well and has had numerous and spectacular results, especially on the border, he puts in parentheticals, those of you listening on the podcast, will be moving to be a special envoy for the Shield of the Americas, our new security initiative in the Western Hemisphere. We are announcing on Saturday in Doral, Florida. That's going to be interesting. I don't even know what that means. Sounds to me like a new project, but I will keep you posted on that. They're not going to announce it till this Saturday. I thank Kristi for her service at Homeland. Serving 10 years in the United States House of Representatives and 3 in the Senate, Mark Wayne has done a tremendous job representing the wonderful people of Oklahoma, where I won all 77 out of 77 counties in 2016, 2020, and 2024. A MAGA warrior and former undefeated professional MMA fighter, Mark Wayne truly gets along with people and knows the wisdom and courage required to advance our America First agenda. As the only Native American in the Senate, Mark Wayne is a fantastic advocate for our incredible tribal communities. Mark Wayne will work tirelessly to keep our border secure, stop migrant crime, murderers, and other criminals from illegally entering our country, end the scourge of illegal drugs, and make America safe again. Mark Wayne will make a spectacular Secretary of Homeland Security. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President Donald J. Trump. Interesting point. Besides this project, the Shield of Americas, President Trump makes almost a point to say that he will keep our border secure, stop migrant crime, and other criminals from illegally entering our country, and end the scourge of illegal. Is he implying that Kristi Noem wasn't doing that? Let's dive into this. Really quickly, we just got a brand new live news flash. Senate Democrats just voted. It's yay 51, nay 44 on the motion to invoke cloture on the motion to proceed to the consideration of H.R. 7147, the Consolidated Appropriations Act, which was to fund. So the Democrats essentially voted to keep the DHS shut down in the middle of a major conflict where we have cells, terrorist cells, proxies of the Islamic regime and all sorts of radical Islam fundamentalists all over our country. Democrats know ICE is already funded, but they are holding funding hostage for critical agencies like TSA, FEMA, and the Coast Guard, putting our national security at risk. Vote again was 51-45. I mean, despite active threats, I mean, this is unbelievable. John Fetterman was the only Democrat who joined Republicans voting yeah. Chuck Schumer and the Democrats are just absolute vile, venomous, treasonous, mutineer traitors. And they should face serious penalties for this. This is just in, folks. So be careful out there. So we're going to play a press conference, a brief press conference clip of Mark Way Mullin, who is the new DHS secretary, who just I'm being told has been speaking with reporters. So we're going to cut to that in just a second. But I want to go over why did Kristi Noem, what happened to Kristi Noem here as Trump fires her from being DHS secretary. So Trump announced this move, some things to keep in context. So he announced today that he's firing the Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem in the first cabinet shakeup. Trump announced the move after Noem told Congress this week that he approved. So this is interesting. This $220 million ad, or ads plural, that featured herself, the president actually accused her of lying. And then there's also this affair. So you can see here at the top of your screen, she declined denying having any, quote, sexual relations, end quote, with her top aide, Corey Lewandowski, couldn't say if he received any ad proceeds, and denied that he approved contracts despite significant evidence that he had. She fatally testified to Senator John Kennedy that Trump approved a series of ads that prominently featured herself. Some of the money flowed to a firm run by the husband of Noem's then spokeswoman. Trump told Reuters, quote, "I never knew anything about it," right before, apparently, he fired Kristi Noem. Kennedy told CBS on Thursday that he spoke with Trump and that, quote, put it this way, his recollection and her recollection are different, if you can do it in that classic Louisiana John Kennedy, love that accent. So she was the subject of widespread criticism after leading a deportation campaign that resulted in federal agents killing two activists, prompting Trump to put her internal rival border czar Tom Homan in charge of calming tensions, even though I don't think she did anything wrong. These two radical left nut jobs were intervening law enforcement people that we have tasked to carry out the will of the American people. This is what we voted for. He ran on mass deportations. He ran on getting rid of these illegal criminals. And the only process that you are due if you are here illegally is deportation, point blank, period. If you agree with that, just give me a yeah in the comments right now. She did appear totally unfazed by her termination as she spoke to law enforcement officers in Nashville shortly afterward. Quote, she said, "As long as this world is fractured and as long as human nature has fallen, we will need brave men and women who step up and serve and enforce our rights and our laws and our values." And that's what all you do in this room with your colleagues. So what it sounds like to me is that Kristi Noem, again, somebody I thought was doing a great job. We were deporting, we were fixing. She didn't have the inclination or seemingly the results that the American people wanted, including our President Trump, in fixing the border wall. From what I have gathered in my research and due diligence, there hasn't been really any work done on the southern border wall. So that could also be a factor. On top of $220 million in ads that Trump said he had nothing to do with, she testified under oath in front of Congress, in front of the world, that he approved it. That's a pretty bad deal right there. That's pretty egregious, if you ask me. And then this affair with her aide, Corey Lewandowski, it sounds to me she's not, I mean, by the way, technically she's not fired. She's being moved to a new project. So she's not being fired outright, unless I'm totally getting this wrong. You saw in the announcement that she's being moved to some sort of new Shields of America project related to the Western Hemisphere and defense, et cetera, et cetera. We'll learn more about it on Saturday. But she's gone. She's out. Mark Wayne Mullin is in, who, by the way, is really good friends with Kristi Noem. I want to share with you a couple of clips. Here's the first clip where Mark Wayne Mullin seems to be walking while reporters are hounding him, and he reveals when he got the call from President Trump to become DHS secretary. Check this out.
On that, and we'll get back to you on certain details.
When do you expect to be confirmed?
Were you surprised, Senator?
The phone call I got from the president was right before the statement went out.
Okay, thank you.
So you can see this is happening like literally as we speak at breakneck speed. I'm going to share you another clip where he takes more questions from reporters. But here is Senator Mark Wayne Mullin saying what it was like being chosen. Check this out.
I'm going to be laser focused on getting that done.
Senator, I just have a really quick question. What was your first reaction to just the news that you were nominated for this position, just amidst everything that's happening?
Humbling, because I had to call my dad, and because it happened quick, right? I had to call my wife and call my dad both, and it's just pretty humbling when you start thinking about it. A little kid from Westville, Oklahoma, gets to serve in the president's cabinet. That's pretty neat. So thank you guys.
How did you find out?
That must be a great feeling. I like Mark Wayne Mullin. By the way, let me know in the comments, who do you think this was a right decision, wrong decision? Do you think Mark Wayne Mullin is the perfect guy for this, not the perfect guy? Let me know why in the comments. I just think that's so sweet. He called his dad. He just seems like a genuine dude. He's always fought for America and America first values and principles. Here he is right here. Check out this clip where he talks a little bit more. This is a longer clip of him talking to reporters right outside.
A little bit of surprise for us. And so the president and I, as you guys know, we're great friends, and we get along great. I look forward to working with him in his cabinet. Of course, we still got to go through this little thing called confirmation, and we're going to get started on it right away.
Tell us about the conversation. What did he say? Did he call you?
You guys have been with me long enough, asked me enough questions. I don't share private conversations.
Tell me your reaction. Tell me your reaction.
Are you going to the White House today?
I don't think I'm going today. I think I need to talk to my wife first.
Do you expect to get support from Democrats?
Tell us your reaction when you got the phone call from him.
I was excited.
When you saw his name calling.
Well, it came from the White House, so it came from the switchboard. But I was excited. The president, first of all, the president and I have a really good relationship. We talk all the time anyways. I've got to be honest with you, I wasn't expecting the call today, but super excited. And I'm more excited about just ready to get started. There's a lot of work we can do to get Department of Homeland Security working, working for the American people. The Department of Homeland Security has a very broad jurisdiction, and I think there's a lot of work that we need to do, and I'm excited about it.
Senator Fetterman says he's going to vote for you. Do you expect other Democrats to vote for you?
John already texted me, and of course you guys know John and I are friends too, and so I don't know. We're going to try to earn everybody's vote. I want people to understand. When I go into this position, yes, I'm a Republican, yes, I'm conservative. But Department of Homeland Security is to keep everybody, regardless if you support me, if you don't support me, regardless of what your thoughts are. I'm here to enforce the policies that Congress passed, and right now I'm part of it, but once I make that transition, my focus is to keep the homeland secure. That's going to be my focus, and we're super excited about this opportunity. Let me go here.
Any lessons learned from the past?
Senator Schumer said that the rot is throughout the agency, and that changing the head at the top may not necessarily change the culture at the agency. What do you tell Democrats?
I'm going to have a conversation with if Mr. Schumer wants to sit down and talk to me. I'm going to sit down and talk to him. I want to try to earn their support, and I'm going to be very open and honest with them. And at the end of the day, all I can do is do my job, and so I'm not going to get in a tit for tat. But if they have real concerns, I'm going to listen to it. I'm going to see if it's practical. But nothing's going to prevent me from doing my job. I'm going to enforce the policies and the laws that Congress has passed, and we're going to protect our homeland.
Senator, you know that immigration enforcement.
Just looking at some of the,
I'm going to take one more, and then I need to go.
Thank you, Senator. Just looking at some of the criticism that Noem has faced, is there any learning lessons that you have picked up from Noem in the ways in which you want to lead the agency a little bit differently?
Kristi is a friend, and I haven't had time to call Kristi yet, and our Secretary Noem, and our families are friends. She was tasked to do a very difficult job, and I think she has performed the best she can do underneath the circumstances. Is there always lessons that can be learned? Listen, my wife and I, over the years, we have been fortunate enough to purchase companies and grow our companies, and every day there's something you can do better. And so I think there's an opportunity to build off successes, and there's also opportunities to build off things that maybe didn't go quite as planned. So,
I, for one, think I'm pretty confident that Mark Wayne Mullin will do an amazing job. I'm really interested to hear your thoughts. What do you think was the reason? 2 questions for you guys before we leave. What do you think was the reason that Kristi Noem was fired? Do you think it was because she lied about the $200 million? Why would you spend that much money on an ad? I mean, that's like blockbuster movies don't even cost that much. That's a lot of money, if you ask me. Was it the affair that she purportedly did have or didn't have or what have you? Was it her lack of work on the border wall? Was it any other kind of dereliction of duties? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I can't wait to hear from you. And also, if you think, like I do, that Mark Wayne Mullin is a really adept and qualified replacement, I'd love to hear from you. Tap that thumbs up if you love America. Don't forget to check out these videos coming up on the screen right here, just in case you missed them. Tap my face right here to subscribe and follow. It's absolutely free. And as always, may God bless you, and may God bless the USA and all who defend her. I'll see you soon.